Okay, so this shirt is from Levi's, and it's got all these like marks on it, so it looks like there's a massive stain here, but it's not a stain. It's just this tie-dye. See? It's all over the shirt. My goal for this is to keep it sweet, short, snappy, get to the episode, you know? Because I find that I spend way too much time talking about stuff off the top, and then when I'm editing, I'm like, oh my god, Britt, hurry it up so that I can just get to the episode. I realize that I'm failing miserably right now. Recap of last episode. I genuinely don't remember what happened. I'm gonna wing it though. We're gonna try and remember.
Previously on the next step.
Michelle really started choreographing this like secret routine. West forgot his socks in Studio B, and that prompted him to come into Studio B, join our troupe, and we started learning that tutting sequence. Daniel came into the crew and was like, this is crazy stupid, but I'm in. And then the last person we invited was Chloe, because Chloe keeps getting reamed out by Emily, and they like have a, Emily is like this with everyone. And so that caused her to like be shunned from the group, so to speak. And that was a perfect opportunity for us to ask Chloe, do you want to join the group? Do you want to join our crew? She said, absolutely not. You guys are real stupid, because if Emily finds out about this, it's going to be mayhem. Which, like, yeah, she's absolutely right. Michelle also started seeing Emily and Eldon getting along and was being like, wait a minute, I like Eldon too.
I need a transition, so here's the transition that I can use to not get copyrighted. And now here's the next step, studio at night.
I'm sure she won't tell anyone.
I'm not so sure.
I mean, I don't know.
If she tells Emily, we're done. This was a mistake. You know what? I'm just gonna go talk to her. Tell her not to tell anyone.
Every human being or every character in a show has like their characterization, their exterior parts of them that they're putting out into the world. And then there's the subconscious parts of them that is actually true to who they are based on the actions they make. And Michelle's actions speak very differently to who she is as a person.
I just want you to keep my secret. That's all I'm asking for. I do trust Chloe, but in this situation, I'm kind of iffy about it.
Michelle comes across as this like doe-eyed character, right? Her characterization is that she's like very sweet and innocent, but her inner character is much more cutthroat. She made the choice to go after the dance captaincy behind her back. No one forced her to do that. Yes, James and Riley were trying to persuade her to do it.
Do you still want me to be dance captain?
Now she's also looking at Eldon being like, he's cute. I want to date that. I want to date him. And she's doing it weirdly in this, I think, subconscious way because Emily has him. She's almost going after the things that Emily wants because Emily was so mean to her right out of the gate. Her first instinct is to go to Chloe, right? And be like,
well, you know that I've kept your secret.
And she says it in a way of like, I mean, like, I've been a good friend to you, so why can't you just be a good friend to me? Otherwise, I'll tell your secret. Like, like there's that little hint of that, like, underneath. That's kind of manipulative.
Do we have to talk about this right now? Stephanie and Tiffany are right over there.
But you know what we're doing is for the better of the team.
Don't worry. I love it when characters are flawed and they don't realize it. And that's what's happening with Michelle. She has no idea how flawed she is. I don't remember if they actually touch on that later on, where we see her world kind of fall apart because she is so manipulative. And it kind of affects her negatively later on. It's just so crazy to like watch this back and realize this, because I always, when we were filming the show, thought Michelle was the goody two-shoes. She was the sweet girl, because I was always only seeing characters on a surface level. I wasn't digging deeper into like the undercurrent, I guess. Maybe that's a weird word to use, but isn't that interesting? Do you guys agree, or am I crazy?
So what are you guys doing here?
Just rehearsing.
And what are you guys doing here?
Rehearsing.
This is where things are getting interesting, because now there's something at stake. Now there's actually like a problem that everyone kind of shares.
I really hope Chloe's cover works. I mean, we still have a lot of work to do, so we just need to get back to rehearsal.
I don't believe their story at all. It doesn't make any sense.
Is it good? It's like this morally questionable thing of like, yeah, you're doing something that's for the better of the team, but is it the best thing to do if you're having to sneak behind people's backs and like betray someone who is already on your team? Yeah, she's not really doing the best for everyone, but like, is there a better way to do this? I'm sure there is.
Riley said she was at a movie last night.
She definitely wasn't watching a movie last night.
Yeah, she was at the studio.
She told my mom she was going to a movie. That means she lied to her.
And also the fact that Riley is like this goody-goody two-shoes, but is so quick to put this elaborate thing together. In her mind, it's justified because any character isn't going to see themselves as a bad person. Every person, like even you, that's right, you sitting there, you don't think that anything you're doing is wrong at any point. The choice that you make, the action that you take in any given situation at that moment is justified. These characters are doing the exact same thing. They all think that their actions are justified, but their true inner character comes out when you have to make a choice under pressure.
Nice. Yeah, it was a little low, but
yeah. Emily probably would like that though. How's it go over there?
What a weird transition into Emily. That's why, again, I've said this before, why the show has gone more scripted over the years, because they hire new actors. A lot of the actors are new to even just acting, and then they also require them to come up with dialogue. And so I'm gonna give, obviously, all of us a break here when I say this. The perfectionist in me knows that there's a better way to transition, to make that transition.
we're keeping it on the DL, you know?
Yeah?
No, you're not, man.
Yeah, we are as well.
So like you and Emily, like you legit, like you guys are like a couple, like.
Well, no, not right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought.
James and Wes are kind of assholes. Alden's saying about how he's like, yeah, you know, we're a thing, but I don't know, not really. And then they're just like, yeah, that's what I thought. You two, a thing? That's so mean. Is that just me? Am I just being too sensitive? I feel like they're being really dickish. I don't like that.
Mom said you, went to a movie? I know she lied, so I'm gonna get to the bottom of what she was doing last night.
I went to see the new musical one.
She's definitely up to something. She's snooping, I can tell. I know my sister, because we never talk at the studio.
We never talk at the studio. Never, Brittany, never. I'm saying this because I know that I came up with that. Being Emily's sister, I would know her best friends, Stephanie and Tiffany, saw me at the studio last night, and so they would 100% tell Emily, we saw her at the studio last night. I feel like Riley would have thought of an answer ahead of time because she's an overthinker. Again, something that I think about later that I'm like, oh, I wish I played into that a little bit more.
You hate musicals.
I love musicals.
I know for a fact that she hates musicals.
The choices that I was making in the scene, I wasn't aware of how that was coming across. Because I'm in this moment coming across as very cocky.
Who'd you go with?
I went with Michelle.
Wow, that's great. I didn't know you guys were that close.
Yeah, well, it's just a movie.
My sister is coming to me being like, essentially saying in the subtext of the scene, like, you're lying to me. Why are you lying to me? What's going on? And this is my worst nightmare, is Emily finding out. And yet I'm being so cocky about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what movie?
Ew.
Do you remember the title or any name?
You know I have a terrible memory.
Doesn't match, doesn't fit. The tone doesn't work here. And that was an incorrect choice on my end. So if I could do it again, I would do this scene differently. I would put the fear into it, the fear of getting caught a little bit more. I hope that makes sense.
By the way, me and you saw the new musical movie last night at the Grand Theater, Theater 12. We had popcorn, you liked it, I didn't.
Sweet.
I got
Sweet.
You know, your choreography just makes me want to just get so amped. You know, I just want to, just want to do that.
The random woo in the background.
From the top, everyone can thank West.
That's a very dance teacher thing to say. From the top, everyone can thank West.
When Michelle walks away, honestly, my mind is blank. That has never happened to me before. I'm Emily. I walk away from people. People don't walk away from me.
Ugh.
Peach grape? How did you know I like peach grape?
I guessed.
Oh.
That's peach grape? Why is it orange? It's orange. Why is it orange?
Good guess.
I know Alden likes peach grape juice because I've noticed before, obviously. How are things with you and Emily?
Oh, I just realized, because I guess peach is orange, but grape is a dark color, and dark mixed with orange wouldn't make that vibrant of an orange, wouldn't it? What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Are there any expert juice makers out there that can help me with this? Because I don't think that's the color of peach grape.
7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Chloe shows
Why is my
up.
hair down? Why is my hair down? Put your hair up. I always did that too. I think in later seasons, I started caring more and more about how I looked on camera instead of like what the character would actually look like in this situation.
Just because you got the solo spot doesn't mean you can suck off. You know that, right?
Yeah, if I tell everyone why I haven't been dancing my fullest, they'll take the solo part away from me and kick me out of A Troop.
That's excessive. And he feels like it's the worst possible thing that could happen to him. Because it has to be. It has to be this massive conflict in order for him to be able to grapple with it and like choose the wrong path, which is to not tell anyone, and then the injury gets worse. Oh my god, no, I need a moment before this. I need a moment. Oh. Now I'm realizing why everyone was harping on him is because they were trying to like push Eldon to actually make the choice of like making this big grand gesture to prove to everyone and then also to himself that Emily does actually like him, but this was the wrong way to do it.
Eldon's grand gesture is really sweet. It's just sad to see that Emily doesn't appreciate it.
Yeah, like it's dorky and it's kind of like embarrassing, sure, but it's really sweet. It's like everything he's saying is nice. Nothing he's doing is bad.
Will you be my girlfriend?
Oh my god, we're all laughing at him. That's mean. That's really mean.
I will never be your girlfriend. This is the most embarrassing moment of my life.
At least I know where we stand.
I mean, you kind of knew that before, but...
Are you okay? I saw what happened earlier.
I feel like I'm a dork.
You're not a dork.
Yeah, he is. He's a dork. But there's nothing wrong with that. And I wish that there was some sort of voice of reason, perhaps the adult figure, Miss Kate, that could come in and be like, yeah, you're a dork. That's okay. You know, like I feel like we needed that, especially as a young audience watching this. We needed some sort of adult figure to come in. There's no kind of voice in the show that's teaching young kids that it's okay to be different.
Where's Chloe?
Can you go find her? I really need her. Like, this is an emergency. Yeah, totally.
Oh my god, what's the emergency? This is also something I don't like, is that her lat keys.
Hi there, this is Brittany from the future editing. I just noticed in that last little phrase that I said, that I said lat keys. You know, like latkes, like the food that you eat, like the little pancake patty things. I think that's what they are. I don't know if I've ever had one before, but what I meant to say was lackeys, like posse, like people who follow her around everywhere. Anyways, I think you get the gist of it, but I just want you to know that I know that I made the mistake. Okay, thanks, and back to the video.
Are just so willing to do whatever Emily says, no matter what. Like they don't have any kind of personality traits that would prevent them from doing something for themselves. I'm your head bitch, right? I should have a little bit more respect put my way. Oh my god. I need you like candy. That was that move that we were always doing. I need you like candy. Oh. Aw, memories.
Instead of Emily's.
Does she know about it?
No.
I'm not too sure if Eldon's gonna join. He's so in love with Emily. He's been trying to get her to be his girlfriend for so long. But at the same time, she did just break his heart.
Thank you, Riley. Astute observation. Obviously, we know this information already. We don't need to repeat it. In Talking Heads, we didn't realize yet how to add a new piece of information or a new interesting, compelling point that the audience doesn't already know. We were just repeating the facts that we were told about the character. Remember these things? These are reasons why he might not join. You know, again, it's a kid's show, so you have to repeat information to the younger audience. I keep forgetting that.
Dancing to your music, but not your choreography.
I've been dance captain a couple times now. I know when people are trying to overthrow me. Do you think I'm gonna stand for that? It's time for me to take Michelle damn.
End of episode. Nice. All right, final thoughts. Last time I said something about James and Riley, how I was like, oh, they're not actually that good together, I don't think. I think they're too opposite. Like, I think, yeah, opposites attract, but it doesn't always work out, and I don't think that they're meant to be, and it's very obvious to me. And you guys, I don't think were too happy with that. I'm getting that sense that you guys just didn't agree with me on that you were maybe a little bit upset, I'm assuming. I can't really tell. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, I'm still not changing my mind though. I still believe that they're not meant to be together. I'm sorry, but it's true. Let's see, pit check. Oh, a little bit sweaty, a little bit gross, but not too much. Actually, I think I picked the right shirt to wear. I mean, I showered before, so at least I smell nice. I just bought this Cool Spray Refreshing Mist from Sage. I think it works. Okay, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I don't know what. So I'm just gonna end the video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Subscribe! Oh, crap, that. I always forget that stuff. So please feel free to subscribe. It would just mean a lot. It would make a lot of sense. I mean, if you enjoy these videos and you want to know when they come up, because then you can watch it, then you gotta subscribe and you gotta hit the notification bell. Those two things are very important, people. And also comment, like the video, share it with people. Hey, Britt posted a new reaction video. Did you know? She's really funny and cool. And you should watch her videos. Maybe those are some things that you might say. Are they? Is it true?